A lot of people confuse capitalism with democracy and socialism with fascism. You can have a democracy and be socialist. And we have decided that we have to be one or the other. That socialism equates with communism, when in reality, what we call communism is really fascism or dictatorship. So we fear that, but yet Trump is slowly leading people down that path and saying how he should have special privileges due to the fact that he was the president. Therefore, he shouldn't have to live up to the normal standards that most Americans are expected to, because he was the president. And if that isn't the same thing as fascism or a dictatorship or perhaps a monarchy, although I'm pretty sure even in a monarchy, you're still expected, if anything, to hold up a higher standard. For some reason in our country, we have really let that standard slide down quite a bit. And it's perplexing because we also are a heavily Christian dominant country, and the Christian religion heavily preaches high morals and values, and yet those seem to be confused with the morals of a tyranny, such as work your hands to the bone, work till you literally die, with nothing to show for it. And if you don't work literally to the point of exhaustion and even illness and death, then you are somehow morally inferior. As if Jesus ever said anything like that. Jesus never once preached about working for greedy, large corporations with the people at the top making over 1,000 times more than the people at the bottom or in the middle even. Sometimes day to day, depending on what's going on. But I just don't recall any part of the Bible in which Jesus says that we should be slaves. I'm somehow morally superior because I've accepted Christianity and I've accepted Jesus into my heart, but that somehow means I'm going to go to heaven and others will go to hell. But that means I'm free because I know when I die, I'll be free. So you can only be free once you're dead. Okay. So in this life, I guess we're just supposed to write it off as suffer to prove that we're moral, to prove that you deserve to go to heaven. Well, that seems a little backwards to me. Whether you believe in God or not, I would hope that a good God would want those he created, assuming that's true, but let's just say God created us so we could suffer? Is he getting something out of this? Again, whether you believe in God or not, it doesn't make a lot of logical sense. And even if you've believed that your whole life, that this is somehow the way things were supposed to be, then what you believe in is a God who wants suffering, to somehow make us good enough to prove our value, to prove our worth to him. But really, aren't we just trying to prove our worth to the gods of corporate America? I mean, who do we go and have to stand in front of and beg for enough of an income to feed our families? I don't recall ever having to ask God to do that, because God doesn't just give out money like that, in that way, and God wasn't hiring last time I checked. So I work for we all work for a few select gods that have taken over our society and pretty much the world at this point, based on the amount of money they have. That's who we answer to. That's who we have to truly beg for our grace and mercy in life. No matter how we're treated, no matter what kind of hardships we have to endure to make it work for us and for them, mostly for them. And we accept it because we've been preached this moral imperative that workaholism, working hard, is the only way. And yes, hard work has value, but why should it be all to build a dream for someone else? I don't think Jesus would have wanted that either. In fact, he told people to just walk away from it all. He told them to just get rid of everything, all the material possessions and money, and follow him. But that's not what we do. We are so focused on the material world and the material possessions we have that we've forgotten what really matters sometimes.